to that list and make it the 78th in men's T20I history. Going to bring another. Find that out in the coming weeks from the ICC. As this one goes up, up and away. It's a big hit. Shukla has power to burn, and he got that right into his hitting arc. Probably was a slog sweep he was looking for over long on, but it skewed a bit and went many a mile over long off.
Yeah, it was flat batted by Vinayak Shukla, trying to hit it across the line, but hit it straight.
Back live with you now, and goes to the googly down the leg side. Will be a wide. I think the reason that that's gone over long off, I think it was the leg break from Sandeep Lamachani. Just those revs on the ball and being a little bit late on the shots have skewed it down the ground. Not exactly where he wanted, but he's got so much power, Shukla, that it flew many a mile. Seen a few big sixes tonight, none bigger than that Gulshan Jah hit. As Lamachani's right on the money. His return to form after obviously not playing the Unity Cup been a big boost too for Stuart Law.
It has been, and not only for Stuart Law, for the team, for the national side, and for the cricketing fans back home around the world.
Yeah, it might be a little bit of a case as well, as Irie feels outstandingly again, even though they get home for the single. Might be a case that Lamachani would love a draw in India, and maybe he feels as though there's a bit of unfinished business in terms of his IPL career there. He'd love to get back to that level. Who wouldn't? If he has a good tournament, who knows? Maybe he'll be signed by one of those 10 franchise sides again. Yeah, Shukla alongside Singh probably being the rare high point for Oman's batting. How's that one missed? Somehow evades the off stump. Scores of 51 not out in the warm-up against Kuwait, the official T20I two-match series they played, then 48 against Papua New Guinea, 30 not out against Qatar. That was such an important innings. They desperately needed that, and then he was also not out at the end against UAE. He's got to 17 tonight. Probably won't be enough to take the win, but at least someone showing some form at the bat for Oman.
Vinayak Shukla, and it was about Jatinder Singh. He was very tender, not 100% fit, opening the batting.
What a stop. 3 more runs saved. Be a single to close out the 15th. 79 for 7. Here we go. Have a look. Look at how Stuart Law. He's obviously got that winning mentality. I think that's why he's been such a good fit to take over from Monty Desai, who's obviously still much missed and stays very much in contact with the team. We've seen him sending plenty of messages throughout this competition. For me, I don't think they've been at their best, I'll be honest. I think they've played poorly in phases. I think their batting has not had the consistency or the run accumulation that it maybe should have. They've clearly got a problem in the middle order in terms of not necessarily knowing where Kushal Malla and Sundeep Jora fit in alongside Irie. And Geraldine in particular has been the best to the time, although they've had 2 or 3 lulls, particularly against Qatar and against the UAE and Japan, in fact, actually. So there are improvements, significant improvements that can be made, but the fact that we're maybe critiquing them, Paresh, and they may go 6 games unbeaten speaks volumes about the expectations now for Nepal.
Yes, that is very true. That is very true, Lenny. they have been a much
that the team has gears and levels it can go to. In the conditions, let's say they get placed in India, could Nepal challenge big name test nations in their group?
they might get that challenge. They have challenged South Africa in the last T20 World Cup, losing the game by 1 run. It was Gulshan Jha who was at the crease.
I suppose that particular surface in St. Vincent really played to the strength of Nepal's spinners, didn't it? Bertel was the hero with 4 wickets. Lamachani was close to unplayable, very economical. Dipender Singh Airi was very good that evening too. I think the addition of Nandan Yadav, remember he wasn't in that T20 World Cup squad back in 2024, and this is meant as no disrespect to Karen KC, who's a legend, but Yadav, that extra yard of pace, is a real boost, a real addition, as there's smiles all around for Nepal in the field. It's 94 for 7. Not going to see the 9 bowlers that we speculated we could have. We have seen 7 though, and Powdell is being pretty ruthless. He's wheeling through his best options. Probably the surprise, just the one over for Dipender Singh Airi. He's often underused, isn't he, with his bowling?
No, actually today it was not necessary to bowl him because the wickets were coming in regular intervals. Just a solitary over for Dipender Singh, and he has done his job with a run out.
Does it again and again. The impact he's had in the field. This one's picked up a long way. Oh, that's an almighty strike. As Vinayak Shukla, well, just giving Oman something to cheer here right at the death. The 100 comes up in the 18th over. Is it going to be too little too late, or are we going to see another extraordinary fight back?
Is it not over yet for Oman? They can still get these runs if they hit sixes like this.
They're going to need plenty more of them. 52 off 17 is the equation. I would have been tempted to go with Airi from this over, just really ruthlessly close it out. The runs that have tended to come have been to pace on this evening. Maybe Powdell just underusing his spinners a tiny bit. Cammy will go round the wicket now. What can Shukla do? Can he give us a late rattle here? Can he get Oman into some kind of a position? Singles aren't going to help. It's been a case throughout the evening, hasn't it? Any set batter hasn't really got the support they've needed. Bertel didn't get it in the first innings, and now Shukla's failing to find a willing ally at the other end from anyone.
Yet another good knock by Shukla, 31 of 17, 32 of 18. Shafian Mahmood, 8 of 12. This is Sompal Kami's last over. He's bowled pretty well with the new ball.
Flicked away for a single. Yeah, you'd like to see Shukla just really go hell for leather at these 3 balls. It's 50 to win off 15. It's not impossible, but to give it a rattle, you've almost got to go bang, bang, bang here. This over. 3 boundaries, 6-4-6 or something like that. Just to throw the cat amongst the pigeons. Just to remind us that a T20 is never done.
Not done until the last ball or the last run he scored.
Tries to go downtown, doesn't get it, and it's going to be the end of Shukla. Gulshan Jha will take the catch, and now Sompal Kami's got the push-up celebration out. He's running through the routine of them. You cannot blame Vinayak Shukla. He played ever so well. Really the lone stand with the bat alongside Mohammad Nadeem for Oman. He's now got to go, and Nepal 2 good balls away from staying perfect and celebrating that World Cup qualification in real style.
Coming around the wicket, angling the ball away from the right-hander. Easy catch to Gulshan Jha. Look at him celebrate. And push-ups comes out from Sompal Kami. After a good cameo, Shukla has to depart for 30 of 19. Oman 102 for 8.
Shakil Ahmed. So the crease, he's in at number 10. Sompal Kami has a second. He'd love a third next to his name, and a fourth if he could. Be a dot ball from Kami. Paresh, Oman just blown away in the second innings here. They kind of did their job in the first.
Yeah, they did it after a good opening stand by Nepal, taking 4 quick wickets in succession. And coming to bat, chasing 152. Jatinder Singh had a niggle. He was not running well. He was just jogging around. Hit 2 sixes though.
Heaved away and a diving stop attempted but not affected. It'll be a boundary to silence the Nepal fans who are reaching fever pitch. 18 bowled, 106 for 8. Not the greatest night for Lakesh Bam, Paresh. It's been a tricky entrance into the competition for him.
Batting at number 9, being an opening batsman, it's very tricky for a opening batsman to come at number 9.
Just want to give you that confirmation again. Oman and Nepal have qualified for the T20 World Cup. Whatever happens across the course of these last 12 deliveries, you have to say they both deserve it. They've both been unbeaten. It looks like Nepal will be the ones who will ascend to the top of the table. And with just Samoa left to play, you'd imagine on the final day, they'll have a day off tomorrow, that they'll seal the silverware. Sufyan Mahmood on strike. 12 balls left. Hit straight towards a deep mid-wicket and taken. Kushal Bertel with his trademark kiss of the ball. Nandan Yadav's got 2 for. It's all going Nepal's way. And they've been exceptional this evening. They're going to round out their qualification and celebrate it in real style.
Nepal has shown the dominance of cricket, the way they've played. Not to the 100% mark in the earlier matches, but today they've come out and showed that they are well-deserved qualifiers for the World Cup. And even Oman, they played very good cricket throughout. Shakil Ahmed has to depart for 9 of 14. Oh, excuse me, it's Mahmood who has to depart, 9 of 14. 9 wicket down for Oman.
Yeah, you can't blame Sufyan Mahmood. He's just trying to wield the willow. But for Oman, it's been a procession of batters to and from the crease again and again. Nobody has really found a way to find some kind of threat or counteract the threat of Nepal's exceptional fielding and bowling performance, and they're going to come up well short. Nepal rounding out a glorious evening in real style. There'll be emotion across the nation, but happy feelings, happy thoughts, and moments that the country will celebrate in unison, all together in unity. And wouldn't they like to bowl Oman out to finish it off, Paresh?
Shah Faisal, the last batter for Oman, coming in at number 11. The required rate, it's almost 28. Now, I think it's all done and dusted for Oman.
Well, the required run rate at 27.6 would indicate that, Paresh. I fully agree. Nepal have been good value for their victory. They've outplayed the hosts who've, well, had an excellent tournament. They've really impressed me in the field and with the ball, but they just have a few questions with the bat to answer. And however these final few balls go, Nepal will deserve this victory. You'd imagine they'll be very confident against Samoa, and it would be just a case of job done, and off they go to India and Sri Lanka.
The credit goes to the head coach Stuart Law, all the support staff and the players, the way they've united themselves from the start, from the Unity Cup, beating West Indies 2-1 in the bilateral series.
Sandeep Lamachani just comes up into the ring, or wants to, but in fact he'll be sent back. So deep fine leg, deep backward square, deep mid wicket all still stay out. For Oman, their improvements in the field very notable. Their bowling attack looks very good. Duleep Mendes will be just looking to find a way with the batting ahead of that World Cup.
Yeah, it's all about Oman's batting, which is seems to be a problem at the moment. No consistency apart from Jatinder Singh. And Vinayak Shukla, who's played a good knocks.
Yeah, Shukla's had a good tournament, isn't he? I think on the whole, on the balance for Oman, it's been a very good tournament. They've probably just been a bit outskilled this evening. Maybe it ended up being a reasonably good toss to win. And deciding to bat first. Good pace on offer from Yadav. For Nepal, what will this mean to them, Paresh? The absolute world, I'd imagine.
Yeah, getting qualified for the T20 World Cup back to back. It's a very, very big achievement, not only for the players, for the nation, where we were going out of sorts. A very big problem it was happening in the last month or so. Getting united, sports is the only one thing that unites everyone.
Yeah, isn't it just? And that's the power of sport, the beauty of sport, and our great game, cricket. As Yadav finishes with a slower ball. Brilliant bowling. It's another dot. 19 bowled. 107 for 9. Going to be Iri to bowl the 20th and final, Paresh. And a very nice way for him to round out what's been a brilliant tournament. Might be in the mix for the player of the tournament, despite not necessarily leading the run scorers or the wicket takers. Just his impact has been sensational. Those 5 run-outs, basically impossible to match or equal. And he will surely be the one who'll round things out. A fever pitch has been reached around the ground. As this one's clubbed away into the offside. Good diving stop. We'll keep it to a single.
Ari onto his second over. It's bowled well. Just a single run given away in the first spell.
Inside edge. That could have gone anywhere. Mala will chase after it. Shakil Ahmed fancies a second. Does just enough to get back. Really good evening. It's been a celebratory evening. It's been one that Nepal's fans have shared with the Oman fans here. We've had a fever pitch, probably 500 or 600 in and around the ground. And Paresh, with it being your last night, I want to thank you for all of your thoughts. It's been great to be with you. As Irie is helped away over the offside. Won't quite get to the boundary as Bertel does the fielding. Been great to have you with me. Want to wish you a safe journey back home tomorrow. And it's always good to see you, my friend.
Thank you, Lena. Likewise.
There is the Oman flag flying high still. Okay, Paresh, I'm going to leave the last ball for you. I think we'll see if Depender Singh Irie can find the wicket off the penultimate. And I better get down pitch side. It will be in your hands, my friend. I will see you again, hopefully next month in Kathmandu. Let's see what happens. Oman, well, coming up short. Nepal, they're off to the World Cup. They'll be there with Oman, and they should be top of the table, the men from the Himalayas.
Just a ball remaining now for Nepal to register yet another victory in the Super Sixes in this tournament. Full toss, heaved away on the leg side. There is a protection. Rohit Paudel, the captain, doing the... And now they realize that they have qualified for the World Cup, but they had qualified for the World Cup before the game started today. Both Oman and Nepal qualifies for the T20 World Cup next year in India and Sri Lanka. Nepal winning the game by 38 runs, a big margin. Nepal is going to lead the table right on the top. Oman is going to go in the second position, whereas UAE are in the third with 4 points. Handshakes all around, good sportsmanship spirit shown by all the players. A dominating victory for Nepal. Very well led by the captain Rohit Paudel. He marshalled his troops very well throughout the number of games that they've played in this tournament. And Oman as well qualified for the World Cup next year. They still have a game to play, Oman. And Nepal, they have last game on the 17th at night, playing against Samoa. You can look at the top tier, the Omani flag waving around. They are also pleased that Oman has qualified for the World Cup along with Nepal. One spot remaining. Can that be UAE, or do we have a different team that will qualify as a third 20th qualification spot of the ICC Men's T20 World Cup next year? Played under good spirit, these two teams. Just redemption for Nepal 2 years ago. Oman getting on top in the super over against Nepal. Let's look at the batting card. Apart from Jatinder Singh, 14 of 11, 25 for Mohammad Nadeem, and 32, a good knock by Vinayak Shukla. None of the batters went to double figures. Arjun Raju best, 11 of 14. Oman
Close this got up.
Jai Shri Krishna. Hello guys, आज हामी हिमालय एयरलाइन्समा छौं। नेपालबाट दुवैतर्फ लागिरहेको छौं। एयरलाइन्स भित्र खटमल, अब भनौं न नेपालीमा सिधै भन्नु पर्दाखेरि उडुस लागिरहेको छ। तपाईलाई थाहा छ, तपाईलाई म 2 दिनमा सिट देखाउँछु है। तपाईले हेर्न सक्नुहुन्छ, यहाँ खाली छ, यतापट्टि खाली छ है। यो किन खाली भएको तपाईलाई थाहा छ? यहाँ हेरिरहँदाखेरि धेरै कम्प्लेन आयो। अब यहाँ क्रू मेम्बरहरूले चाहिँ यहाँबाट शिफ्ट गराएर पछाडी शिफ्ट गराइदिनु भयो उहाँलाई हैन। अनि मैले सोधिरहँदाखेरि चाहिँ खटमल अथवा उडुसले टोक्यो, उडुस लाग्यो भन्नुभयो। अब यो सधैँभरि यसरी त भएन हैन। यो त हाम्रो इज्जत हो नि त। यो हाम्रो नेपालको सम्पत्ति हो, नेपालको प्रपर्टी हो। नेपालको प्रपर्टीमा यस्तो भइरहँदाखेरि कम्पनीले चाहिँ किन यो कुराहरूलाई चाहिँ ध्यान दिइरहेको छैन? हामीले सधैँ कम्प्लेन गरिराख्नु पर्ने हो कि हैन? नसुनेको हो कि?
Let's look at the
देखिएका सबै दृश्य सत्य नहुन सक्छ। सुनिएका सबै तथ्य सत्य नहुन सक्छ। के हो त वास्तविकता? प्रश्नको जवाफ मात्र होइन, जवाफदेहिता पनि। देखिएका सबै दृश्य सत्य नहुन सक्छ।
यो कुरा चाहिँ सबैभन्दा पहिले तपाईहरुले बुझ्नु होला।
Is 4 wins